significantly slower for some reason than Facebook, but we should be good. So cheers.
Cheers as I put the lid back on.
Hey guys, Matt here. We are back for another steak battle video. This is our second steak battle, season 7. So we've been doing this for quite a bit of time. I have Jacie Ommen here, one of our newest members of Team Titan. We've only added 2 team members this year. Jacie was one of them. Rob Johnson was another. We're hoping to get him on here soon. He'll probably be our next guest, but today's guest is Jacie. So Jacie, what we do in our steak battles is we have 3 different steaks. This will be steak 1, steak 2, and steak 3. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into steak 1 here. So, Jacie, last year you started your women's league. What is that league called again?
So we have it on Wednesday, and it's Women Crush Wednesday. Women Crush Wednesday. It's been a long time since we've done it, but yeah. So we have Women Crush Wednesday, and then we have our larger group called She Throws.
She Throws?
She Throws.
I'm not familiar with that one.
No, that one is a Facebook group specifically for women to just come ask questions and.
Nice. How many people are in that group?
Right now I think we have about 35.
Oh wow.
So
now, is that mostly like the Des Moines area, or is it?
We have some Des Moines women, but like when I go up to LSO up in Duluth, or when we go down to Emporia, I've been telling people about it so we can advertise our local events here to people who live in Minnesota and Kansas and different places like that.
So about here we have Women Crush Wednesday, and you started this last year. What made you want to start running this league in the area?
I think I really just wanted to see more female representation, just in general. A lot of the times you run into women, they're playing with their significant other, and I just really wanted to get a group together where women were able to come play with women at our own pace and feel comfortable to maybe, even if it's new to them, to come out and try and just to pick up a disc and throw and just have a good time.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, so we had steak 1. Let's go ahead and dive into steak 2 here.
Ooh.
So you do it, what, every other week?
Last year I did it every other week just because I wasn't sure how much interest I would have. So I was like, potentially with schedules, I think every other week could be more beneficial for some people. But this year I am planning on moving it to every Wednesday.
Oh, wow.
And just because we have a lot of people who want to play, and that way if they miss one Wednesday, they don't have to wait another 2 weeks to play. We have one the next week.
Are you going to do it for just like a certain specific amount of time, like 10 weeks or?
I know that we have a couple of them that will run for 10 weeks. From what I've pulled with the women, like they don't really want to make it super competitive, just keep it more, here's a group of women who are going out playing a specific course, like come if you can. So I might just run it the whole summer until, I think last year I stopped November because we had some nice weather. So we were able to go, I think, into like the first week of November, and then we kind of called it.
Yeah.
So it was getting too cold and daylight.
So what do? You mostly mix it up between like singles and doubles and?
We've done like best shot doubles before, or depending on if we just don't have enough, we'll just run singles and put it up on UDisc, or we have some people who just want to come and who have only thrown once or twice and prefer not to keep score and just want to come along for the camaraderie. And
Do you play like 18 holes or 7 holes? Or
last year I tried to switch it off every week, so we would do like a 9-hole, or Disc West is 12, I think, 12 or
12, 14?
I would say I didn't think it was a full 18, but I tried to switch them off between smaller courses and larger courses. The issue is because it was every other week, if we had people who didn't want to play the larger ones, they would miss out extra time. So that's why this year I think I'm going to keep the rotating from small course to large course, but do it more frequently, do it every Wednesday instead of every other.
Now, do you have any goals for this league?
I really just want to get to a point just to keep having more women play. We've had a lot of the women who started with us last summer have started playing in tournaments now because they've built up their confidence and they're comfortable coming out for flex starts. Or, I mean, there's some of them who have even started signing up for like CCO and Emporia when that opens up. So it's really exciting to see that people's comfortableness with the sport and with their own game has been able to expand enough that they can now travel and compete. So I just want to help build confidence and just keep
it's
growing.
really cool to see. You know, it's area of the sport where we could definitely use some more growth in the sport. You know, it's cool to see women taking, you know, more leadership roles to help promote, you know, the women's side of the sport. You know, like you said, having that outlet for, you know, girls to go play, which is pretty cool.
Because it is hard going to travel places and there's only 4 or 5 women. Like I mean, I love meeting new people and getting to play with new people, but I just, regardless of where we're at, whether it's in Des Moines or up in Minnesota or, you know, Quad Cities, Kansas, like I just want to see more women playing because it is a fun sport and it's very forgiving for different levels of starting. So
yeah, I have noticed that you have started to travel quite a bit more. Like you said, you're playing LSO, you're playing Emporia. What do you like about traveling to play?
One, like I like going up to LSO, the Lake Superior Open. One, because it's just gorgeous up there and the courses are really fun. But it's nice meeting new people and being able to play against different people and play different courses. And I don't know, it's just fun to travel and meet new people and find new challenges with different courses. And
so we've had stake 1 and 2. Let's go ahead and dive into stake 3 here. Yeah, so you have now, what, you're playing FA1 now?
for flex starts, I've kind of started playing FA1. I don't know if I'll make the full jump, like with A tiers, I might still stick with FA2, but I think potentially local C tiers, I might bump up to FA1. I feel like I'm in that middle area. Last summer, I was able to figure a lot of my bag out and get really comfortable with how I throw and how I play, and so I'm very excited. The couple flex starts we've done so far this year, I felt really good about what I'm doing, so.
What kind of disc golf goals do you have for this year?
One goal that I've had for a long time, I have been so close over the past couple of years, rating wise, I want to get above 800 and I want to be able to maintain, because my last 7 or 8 rounds I've been able to play above 800. I just haven't been able to drop off my old ratings. Mm-hmm. And then those who know me, I am a predominant forehand thrower. So my goal this year is to really focus in on my backhand and get more comfortable with it.
How's your putting?
I have definitely been playing around with some different grips with my putting, and for the most part, my putting has grown, so I just want to keep building that consistency and just forcing myself to, in these cold months, go down to the basement and putt for an hour, hour and a half, and then just maintain that consistency, and I don't want to lose it over the winter months.
Do you watch any YouTube videos or anything like that to, help with your form, or do you reach out to, say, better players, say a Shelby or something like that, get some insight from them?
Shelby came out a couple times last summer with our women's group, so that was kind of nice to have a local pro who was able to help us and just kind of walk through some stuff. But not yet. I haven't reached out with her one-on-one. I did do the clinic, the Holland Hanley clinic last year, which was nice because there wasn't a lot of women who did that. So we got a significant amount of one-on-one time with Holland, which with putting, that was kind of where that all started. And she's like, I just want you to just kind of play around, try this grip, and I've really liked it so far. And
yeah, she seems to really like to do a lot of that instructional type of stuff. All right, so we've had all 3 stakes. This was stake 1, stake 2, and stake 3. So we'll have you rank them based off of your favorites, as if this was your favorite, or second or third, or...
I will say, and it's not because we just had it, but I will say my favorite is 3, and then 1 and 2.
3, 1,
3, 1,
and
2.
2. All right. So yeah, this is slightly different today. These stakes, in my opinion, didn't turn out great. The seasonings are all very similar in what I've noticed, but we do have a new steak seasoning that we haven't had on the Ultimate Steak and Roast Rub. This is from R.L. Schreiber, a guy, and every time Steak Battle comes around, I forget his name. Robert Schaefer, I believe his name, sent me a whole bunch of steak seasonings, so big shout out to Robert. He watches all these steak battles. Big fan of the steak battles. But this is the roasted garlic pepper seasoning, was steak 1 here. Steak 2, which was your least favorite, is the Ultimate Steak and Roast Rub. Typically, this is one of the favorites. This is the one we use on every steak battle. And then your favorite steak seasoning is actually a steak seasoning I made. So I don't know if you guys saw on my social media, I posted recently that I made a steak seasoning. So my own personal one from just a bunch of different spices that I bought when I was down in Charlotte. I ended up putting them in here, but they were really chunky, I guess, or real thick, big pieces of salt. And I ended up buying an electric grinder. I think it was probably a coffee grinder of some sort, but ground it down so it was a lot more fine. But yeah, I guess I don't really have a name or anything for the steak seasoning. Maybe I should come up with a name. If you guys have suggestions out there,
I'll say super good, very flavorful.
Let me know. Yeah, I've been putting this on a lot of different things. It's turned out pretty good. Pretty similar to the Ultimate Steak and Roast Rub. It has a lot of smoked salts and peppers and smoked garlic. Apparently that's a thing. So anyway, all right, yeah. So this was Steak Battle episode 2, season 7. I am going to be gone for almost the next month. I'll be gone for a week and a half. I'll be back here for a week, and then I'll be gone again. I might try to get Rob on during that week that I'm back. If not, then we'll probably do Rob once I get back from Texas swing. So we'll see you guys next time. All right, bye.